Speaker, at this time it's my pleasure to yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Indiana, Mr. Bucshon, who is a member of the Education and Workforce Committee.
The gentleman from Indiana is recognized for 2 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of the balanced budget amendment to the Constitution. This is an opportunity for the federal government to keep our checkbook balanced just as every American is expected to do. The House passed a very similar amendment in 1995 when our debt was $4.86 trillion. 70 Democrats voted for the amendment, including 11 of my current colleagues. I urge my friends on the other side of the aisle to vote for this amendment now that our debt has tripled to over $15 trillion. The President recently said in regards to balancing the budget, and I quote, "We don't need a constitutional amendment to do that. We don't need a constitutional amendment to do our jobs. The Constitution already tells us to do our jobs and make sure the government is living within its means and making responsible choices." Mr. President, I respectfully disagree. Washington, D.C. has not been able to make these choices and is not living within its means. I was elected by the people of Indiana's 8th Congressional District to help us make that happen. I'd also like to say that some of Mr. Hoyer's comments help us today to outline exactly why Washington, D.C. needs a balanced budget amendment. I thank him for that, for pointing those reasons out. This is not a partisan issue, Mr. Speaker. It's an American issue. I support this amendment, and I urge my colleagues today to vote yes on a balanced budget amendment. I yield.